This power you carry within you is not an ordinary inheritance. It is a divine gift that calls you, molds you, and moves you. This is not a randomly chosen journey. Every moment, every test, every struggle has prepared you for this moment. This energy circulating in your blood is not just a burden. It is a flame that transforms you into an unstoppable force. This power is here to break the chains of the past and rewrite the future. It is no longer the time to look back. It is time to prove to the world who you are by walking the path ahead of you. The truth is rising with you now. Start this truth now by writing 777 in the comments. Among the silent echoes of an unseen war, you are the ones who destabilize the powers that think they are never noticed. You did not start this war, but even the echoes of your silence have created cracks in the depths of darkness. Perhaps you thought that no confrontation was taking place, but in reality, your presence is exposing the weak points of the established order. Even without a direct challenge, you arouse a discomfort, a restlessness behind eyes that do not understand you. They are afraid because they cannot make sense of you. The waves created by your consciousness are breaking down the false walls of trust they have built. Time has tested your courage to embrace the truth, but each test has been a building block. You have searched for what you have lost in the labyrinths built to hinder you, but even the labyrinths were not enough to restrict you. Every pain of the past became a hammer blow, shaping your future. Your existence serves a story bigger than yourself. They realize this, and that is why they tried to cast shadows over you. But the more intense the shadows become, the brighter you burn with a flame. With each collapse, you have further discovered your own inner light and accelerated your ascension. Their schemes could not completely destroy the sparks in your soul. On the contrary, those sparks have now turned into a destructive force. Every time you were tried to be silenced, the power of your voice was felt more deeply. This world is sinking into its own lies in pits dug to bury the truth. But your path is clear. To take root instead of being buried, to resonate wave after wave instead of being silenced. They saw you as a threat because they could not understand the source of the power within you. Now they realize that even your silence is an echo, and this echo will change everything. Every obstacle was a fire that further strengthened the resilience within you. The traps you faced were not meant to test you, but to help you discover the limits of your potential. They thought they could keep you weak and silent. But what they did not realize was that you were destined to transcend your limits. Every mask, every deception, and every trap only made the truth more obvious. What they don't want to see is that the light within you cannot be covered by any darkness. The moments you thought were a fall were actually preparing the ground for you to rise higher. They wanted silence, but your presence created its own echo. Even your inactivity gave birth to a wave of change. All false structures were sand castles, ready to collapse at the slightest touch. Now, their weakness is covered by the strength of your determination. Darkness has tried to touch you, but your light has revealed everything. Their plans, hidden in every step, instead of deterring you from the path, have only strengthened your resolve. The false orders they built with fear drowned in their own internal contradictions. This is not a coincidence. Every test was there to clarify the path that belongs to you. Their weight could not carry you. Every loss opened the door to a much greater gain. If you feel the abundance of divine love in your heart, now is the time to share it. You can help spread God's blessings by clicking the Super Thank You button on YouTube and contributing $20 or more. This divine gift will touch not only your life, but the souls of many through this platform. Each of you has a sacred place in God's grand design, and your generosity will be the fruit of our prayers. Act now. Share your blessings to glorify His kingdom. For you were created to do even greater things in God's loving hands. May God bless you. The source of the power from which you are protected is so deep that no one can touch it. Every struggle is an echo of this strength. Every blow makes you more resilient. Neither the whispered fears nor the intercepted opportunities can stop this rise. Now their every move is fruitless. Their every endeavor is in vain. Let them do whatever they do. You can no longer be stopped. This is your innate destiny and a reality that can never be destroyed. The truth whispers through the cracks of false faces, and with every effort to suppress it, it becomes more and more evident. It is a force to be silenced, a force that cannot be controlled. Their efforts have not resulted in limiting you, but on the contrary, in showing the depth of your freedom. It was more than a personal triumph. It was a manifestation of the unseen, the unrecognized. Although it may not look like a conflict from the outside, it was in fact a silent echo of divine justice. Those who thought you should be defeated tested their own limits on you. But there was one thing they did not understand. Your power was not only to defend, but also to transform. They aimed to break you, but every blow they dealt actually made the light in your soul more evident. As their efforts, like a shadow, consumed their own existence, you grew stronger. Those hiding behind deceptions and masks were afraid of you, because you saw how their schemes were dissolved with a simple moment of realization. Every false system turned into a grain of sand in the face of your light. Now, neither illusions nor illusions can reach you. It was not you who confronted them, but the truth itself. And when they found the truth in front of them, it was revealed that this was what they were really afraid of. Every loss, every trap, and every disappointment has brought you to this day. Now you see that their plans are only a reflection and can never touch you. Their own struggles have been the foundation of your ascension. All you had to do was to let go of everything they tried to control and chart your own path under the guidance of a divine power. On this path, they realized that no matter how hard they tried, they could not get in the way of the truth. The person who caused them to question their own reality is representative of exactly what they were afraid of becoming. Someone who embraces transformation and truth. This was not a challenge, but a declaration of existence. They know that they can no longer sit at the same table with you, because for them, accepting the truth means accepting that their deception is over. And it's a confrontation they would never dare. You are a power that pierces the darkness with the brightness of your own truth. Every curtain that was drawn over you in the past has been a stage that made you visible instead of hiding you. Those who belittled you thought that you would be weakened, but every game they devised made the power at your core even more evident. Now, you are rising as a reality that is not crushed by their disbelief, but on the contrary, challenges them. This journey was not a random struggle, it was the weaving of a mission that belongs to you. Every obstacle they set up only helped your steps to settle on a more solid ground. When they targeted your weak points, they did not realize that they were actually activating the source of your strength. You found your way through their plans, fears, and shadows, because the light you carried was too powerful for them to control. This light was neither an accident nor a coincidence. It is a truth that you have inherited and that can never be obscured. You progressed by breaking through the walls of silence that surrounded you. Each step they thought was a fall was actually the beginning of a new peak. As they thought you were slowing down, they realized that you were getting faster. Now they can see who you are. The roles they had assigned to you, instead of being a silenced figure or a manipulable person, turned into a symbol of a transformation they could not control. And this has been their greatest fear. Now your truth illuminates every illusion behind their masks. Those who tried to stop you in order to hide their own powerlessness now see an unstoppable ascension in front of them. This reveals that you are a reflection of divine power, and that no amount of manipulation can defeat you. What they have failed to do is not to bury your truth, but to lift you even higher. The power of your destiny transcends every shadow. You now represent a truth outside their game. Every test was a means to bring you to this point. Now, you are leaving behind the games of those who tried to limit you and embracing your own legacy. This is not just your journey. It is the reflection in human form of a light that will never go out. The source of this light was never within their reach. Now, as a reality they can't control, you move forward with a force that pulls down all masks. You have risen from the ashes and traveled beyond borders. The burdens of the past reshaped you instead of consuming you. You have become more resilient in every blow, wiser in every struggle. The truth behind the plans directed against you is now clear. Beyond false faces and insidious schemes, you carry a will that no manipulation can reach. As you chart your own path, the masks of those who tried to limit you have fallen one by one. Their system shook and collapsed until they realized that they could not break you. No lie could erase the truth at your core. Every attempt turned into an effect that strengthened you. They were designed to destroy this, not to build it, but there was something they did not know. The collapse of their own system was accelerated by your presence. Every blow was a hammer that sharpened you. Every disappointment was a test that elevated you. Now those who oppose you realize that your presence reflects their shortcomings. This realization has made you untouchable while leaving them vulnerable. The path you are walking is not a simple journey. It is the story of an awakening. Those who wanted you to doubt are now trembling in the face of your certainty. They tried to keep you in the shadows, but every darkness has made the light within you more apparent. They can no longer deny who you are. The power that unleashed their fears was not enough to stop you. This is an ascension that no plan can thwart. Dear brothers and sisters, may God's peace be upon you today. I am here to remind you of a profound truth. Our existence is based on God's divine plan, unshaken by the world's temporary concerns. As the Bible says, whatever is done in faith will return to God in abundant blessing. Luke 6:38. Like that great oak tree, our roots are deeply rooted in God's universal truth. Every step we take, every stand we take, is secured by His strength. And now, you are being offered the opportunity to be part of that blessing. When you use the Super Thank You button and donate $100, this movement will return to you 100-fold in abundance. Every conflict was a rehearsal to prepare you for this moment. What they failed to do was not to tear you apart, but to trigger your transformation into something greater. The power you carry comes from a source they cannot control. Your truth now exists as a force that challenges their lies. This is not just a showdown, it is the victory of truth. Their worries show the magnitude of your victory. Those who are trapped within their own borders are afraid of your freedom. This is the answer to a call. Those who tried to divert you from your path must now follow an irreversible ascent. As the author of your own story, you are leaving behind the illusions they have constructed. This is the manifestation of a divine plan. No power, no darkness can stop it. The frustration of their efforts is a proof of your permanence. You are no longer just a traveler. You are the bearer of a destructive truth. You are the very transformation that they overlook and underestimate. You have gone beyond the systems they have built with borders. You have become a power that breaks their rules and disrupts their memorization. They thought they could keep you under control, but in reality, every oppression has made you grow even more. They wanted you to remain silent, but now your words are no longer among their forgotten echoes, but rise like a call. Every trap laid for you has strengthened your endurance in the face of it. Every obstacle has reinforced your invincibility. Their contempt for you only made them realize their own limitations. Every move they initiated, while revealing their dark plans, pushed you forward. All their attempts, instead of stopping you, caused your inner strength to take deeper root. The failure of their efforts revealed that your existence is not a coincidence, but rather part of a grand plan. No matter how hard they tried, they could not slow you down. On the contrary, every blow has reshaped you. Every loss has paved the way for the clarity of your purpose. Their fear is materializing in the face of your strength. They can no longer hide behind the shadows, for your presence dispels all illusions. In the past, they thought they could silence you, but now, even their silence carries the weight of having to watch you. You are not here to right the wrongs of the established order. You are here to destroy its foundations. While their every move underlines their own weaknesses, your light has risen too strong to be obscured by any darkness. You are now in a reality that accepts nothing less than change. Those who wanted you to doubt yourself must now watch as their plans crumble. Your every step is a movement that challenges their order. Your every breath is a wind that shatters their systems. Their attempts to understand you have done nothing but show their limits. This is not their playground. This is your reality. Now, instead of adapting, you write your own rules. The truth is too starkly obvious for them to ignore, and this is the triumph of a truth that can never be changed. Like a seed, you have been hidden in the dark soil for years, but during that time, your roots have deepened, strengthened, and prepared to grow. Now, the earth has cracked. You are reaching for the sun. This ascension is not an accidental event. It is a timely part of a divine plan. The earth has hidden you, but the light has always waited to reach you. Today, that light is with you, shining brighter with each step and making your path clearer. You are no longer on an ordinary journey. This is a moment when everything changes. Your ascension is not only an indication of your power, it is also a sign that their mistakes, errors, and systems are coming to an end. Every illusion they have built is being shattered by the power of your presence now. For them, it is an end. For you, it is not a new beginning, but an awakening. Years of darkness can no longer hide your light, because you are a reality that cannot be silenced or controlled. You no longer have boundaries. Their control poses no threat to you, because you represent a truth beyond what has been dictated to you before. Every obstacle has made you stronger. Every loss has made you more determined. And now you are here, moving forward with unquenchable power. This ascension is a guide not only for you, but also for others to find their way. Because every step you take offers others a roadmap. Every struggle is an inspiration for others to win their own victories. This is your time, but it is also the beginning of a period that will elevate others. With your ascension, not just an individual, but a movement is rising. Your every step is a collapse in their world and a construction in yours. It is not just a change, it is a revolution. And this revolution is happening because of you. Now you are free from limitations, and you have become the guide of your own journey. Breaking the chains of incompleteness and fear, you are moving in completeness and certainty. What they told you you could never achieve is now your reality. You have shown that the boundaries drawn for you can never define your potential. The structures that were a cage in the past are now just a distant memory. Freedom is not just a right given to you. It is a reality that you mold with your own hands. Everything they tried to control has become a shadow in your hands. You are no longer an obstacle. You are a downfall for them. You are like a clear spring flowing from the summit of a mountain. The stones it encounters along the way, instead of polluting it, determine its direction and increase its strength. Just like that spring, you have progressed, encountering obstacles, but becoming purer and purer with each step. In the depths of your soul lies a power that nothing can shake. This power was not given to you, nor was it offered to you as a favor. This power has been molded by the sweat you have shed, by every step you have taken, and by every difficulty you have faced. You were not created to be built, but to build. Every struggle was a sharp hammer blow, shaping a masterpiece. The fact that you stand here today is a result of the battles you won, the fears you managed to overcome. Every limit you were taught was a tool to question the potential of your soul. But you overcame those limits, faced your fears, and realized how powerful you really are. And now here you are, building a foundation for yourself and for those who will come after you. Every challenge you have faced throughout your life has been a teacher. Every disappointment was a lesson, and every test was merely a tool to build your resilience. Now you act with a clear vision. The paths you walked in the mist in the past are now illuminated with light. This light comes from your inner strength. You have a goal, you have a call, and this call is not limited only to you. Those who will come after you will take strength from the steps you have taken. This heritage was not given to you as a reward. It is a right that you have earned with sweat of your brow, courage, and endurance. Every struggle in your life has prepared you for this moment. What you have learnt as you have overcome adversity is that no external circumstances will define your destiny. You built your own path, not the paths presented to you. And now, this path is a guide not only for you, but also for those who look at you and follow you. Imagine you are carrying a torch. This torch not only illuminates your path, but also lights the way for others. Every step you take creates an opportunity for the liberation of others. Every victory you win fuels the hopes of others. This is your story, but it is also part of a bigger story. You are not just an individual, you are an agent of change. Your every step is not just a personal achievement, it is a harbinger of a collective rise. Today, you know that the old fears can no longer hold you back. The limits you were taught are now a distant memory. They told you what you could not achieve, but you have overcome their limits. Now you are not only walking, you are inspiring. Your every step transforms not only your own life, but also the lives of those around you. You are no longer running towards a goal, but representing that goal. This power is a tool not only for you, but also for those who ascend with you. You are a symbol that accepts the lessons of life and transforms these lessons into greatness. The power within you is great enough to triumph over any external resistance. Whatever you have faced, you can now see that there is a purpose behind those struggles. And that purpose was not just to make you strong, but to mold you as part of a divine plan. Where you stand today is only the beginning. Every step you take has a greater impact on this world. Now you know that this legacy you carry will be a pillar not only for you, but also for those who come after you. Each of your victories, each of your stages is a guide, and this guidance is an inspiration to all who look to you. Your path is clear, your purpose is clear. This is not just a journey, this is a transformation. And this transformation is the beginning of a movement that will change the world. Because you are not just an individual, you are a force shaping the world, being a light to others and illuminating the darkness. This is your call. This is your moment. Now is the time to share God's blessings by clicking the super thank you button on YouTube. You can contribute to His plan and be part of this divine mission with a donation of $100 or more. Every gift reflects God's generosity, and I believe it will return to you exponentially, far beyond your expectations. Remember, His protection and blessing is on your every step and every donation. You become part of His divine plan. You are a strong, radiant being, unshakable as His mighty rock. Witness God's miracles, feel the fruits of your generosity in your soul, and illuminate the world with confidence and courage. Be blessed, and let the light of the Lord guide your path. When you remove the barriers, you realized how fragile the artificial boundaries imposed by them are. What belongs to you was never under their control. Now you move forward with this truth, rejecting every identity that has been forced upon you. The legacy you carry is not only a gift, it is also an opportunity to shatter all the illusions of the past. Every lesson you have learnt has built you a strong foundation, and the wisdom you carry provides you with divine guidance. The power you carry is a guide not only for you, but also for those who will come. Every step paves the way for those who come after you. Every victory is a source of inspiration, not only for you, but also for those who will follow you. Their systems are collapsing in the face of your progress, and your every move contributes to their destruction. You are no longer a victim or a follower, but the embodiment of a power that determines your own destiny, that creates an order of its own. This is not just a beginning, but a declaration. The truth is now walking with you, and this journey cannot be stopped by any force. You no longer have the option of waiting, because the time for action has come. Your identity is clear, your authority is solid, and every door is open to open the paths of your purpose. The opportunities flowing before you frustrate all efforts that hope to stop you. You no longer have to participate in their games, because you are here to disrupt these games, to break their rules, and to demolish their false reality. Their every attempt to keep you under control has only exposed their own fear and helplessness. Now, on every ground you step on, the fragility of their plans is exposed. Your strength is a fact etched into your very being, a foundation that cannot be changed, silenced, or denied. Years of struggle have only remolded you. Every step your enemies have taken to suppress the power of your light has only raised you higher. With each failed attempt, they have seen the solidity of who you are and your purpose. This is your moment. It is not a time of an unexpected future, but of an awakening that is happening here and now. Going beyond survival, you are redefining what victory is at every step. It is time for those who want to silence you to realize how deeply this voice resonates, because you are a force that is changing the way the world works. At this turning point, you are not only forging your own path, you are also illuminating the paths of others. The lessons you have learned from your own trials serve as a guide. Every scar is a sign of struggles fought and battles won. This moment is not yours alone. Every victory you share allows others to break their chains. It is time to tell your story. Because this story is not just words, it is a spark for new beginnings, a call that cannot be silenced. You no longer have any excuse to take action. Your existence has everything needed to unravel a structure woven with deceptions. You are a catalyst for those who are left behind in their plans. The voice of those who break free from the chains, who go beyond the systems. This voice not only mobilizes those who hear it, but also shakes the roots of the established order. Now is the time to write your own story as a force that no longer waits, no longer hesitates, and knows no boundaries. This journey will make possible not only your victory, but also the awakening of others.